I want you to look at these three people on the screen. I'll give you a little bit of time, look, whatever. Now let me ask you a question. What are a good thing that you would say for all these people? What is one good thing they all do? You probably said they are good at making people angry, invoking that emotion out of you. Now I want you to remember this quote. People who can make you angry have control over you. That's actually not a quote. My mom just told me that out of nowhere. But it is true. People who can make you angry do have control over you. They can invoke emotion out of you. They can make you do an action you wouldn't normally do. For example, someone makes you angry enough with the words and you punch them, then you go to jail. Now you have something on your records. They had that control over you. They didn't have to force you to do anything. They just said something so, that invoked that emotion out of you and you acted out of character. Now you may be asking, how does this tie into rage bait? Rage baiting nowadays is this process, and it's getting so many people so much money because they understand this. They understand that if you can make someone angry, you have control over them. If I say something outlandish and you all are like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? That makes me so angry. You're leaving hate comments. You're watching the videos. You're sharing it with others like, oh my gosh, why would he say this? We should leave these comments. We should, do this and do that. People hate these people so much they get so angry, but they're giving them exactly what they want. They want your attention. Think about you. You've rage baited someone in your life. You've made someone mad because you might think it's funny, especially if you got little siblings. You might do this to your girlfriend, your mom, whatever. You then did things that that would make them angry, maybe not in like an offensive type way, but that, pisses them off to see their reaction because you got fulfillment from the reaction. It doesn't make you a bad person. We have all had done this. It makes it's just human. Sometimes you just want to see people a little bit mad. Is it cute or whatever? People are doing that now, but they're doing it with you. And the difference is when you were doing it, you're just doing it for free, whatever. Now they're doing it for money. These people are doing these things because they know it is instant views, whatever. It might not be good type of comments. It might not be, you're doing so great, you're doing well. It's, oh, I hate you so much. But a comment is a comment no matter what it is. A comment is going to boost, the algorithm cannot tell if I hate you is, oh, we should stop promoting this because they say I hate you. No, they see it as a comment. If you have 100 comments saying I hate you, it's gonna boost you to the algorithm because it's not knowing that it's bad. It's like the saying, bad publicity is good publicity. It doesn't matter, it's publicity is getting you out there. Now back to the first quote of the video. If you can invoke, I'm gonna just change it. If you can evoke emotion out of someone, you have control over them. You have control over, because you know the feeling they're gonna have. If I go in here and say something offensive, y'all are gonna get comments, why would you say that, you stupid? You might comment something on my hair, you might comment something about my looks. No matter what, I'm still getting engagement from it. Now you mix this being able to get emotion out of someone and then having luxury items. A lot of these people, they flaunt their wealth. Look at Little Tay. That's a really old, but Little Tay, she would say something offensive, but then she would show how much money she had, or she would show a car she had. Clavicular. I can't even pronounce the name. Andrew Tate. They say these offensive things and be like, oh, I got money, I got girls, whatever. It gets people mad because they're like, oh my gosh, this person's so immoral. Because no matter which way you look at it, humans were naturally narcissistic. We naturally think we're better than other people. We naturally view ourselves higher than other people. So you look at it like, bro, this immoral person is getting all these things, even though me, I don't say these things. I say the right things. I have the right looks because we all believe whatever we believe is the most right, righteous, whatever. So that angers you anymore because now they're invoking the feeling of envy. People don't like to admit envy because when you admit you're envious of someone, you admit they are above you. You're jealous of what they have. You're jealous of, oh my gosh, all they do is sit up and just say offensive things or do offensive things, say racist stuff, whatever, and they have these cars. You're mad, I should have that. And all this goes to my final point. Rage and anger is the easiest way to get successful. It doesn't take skill, it doesn't take knowledge. All it takes is simple knowing. When someone is angry, they're gonna make sure they're angry. They're gonna leave that comment. They're gonna share it with others. And an angry crowd is easy. You ever seen an angry mob? It's way easier to make an angry mob about something than a positive mob. If you go out here and be like, screw this company right here because they scammed me, you got a billboard up, people will join in. Even if they don't know nothing about it, you could be completely be lying, but people will go into it because people will naturally feed into anger. And I'll lie, the final thing I want to talk about is two things. One, how can we use it to our advantage? Okay, if you want to go on here and make rage bait content, whatever, how I look at rage bait content is, I don't care because, like I just said, if you've fallen for this stuff, they have control over you. I don't care if someone comes online and says something about me. I don't care if someone comes online and says something about my race, whatever. I'm just going to ignore it because I'm not going to fall for that. I know when you give someone the reaction they want, you letting them win, and I'm not going to let you win. But yes, this is I'm pretty sure besides from being like an OnlyFans model or something, this is the easiest way to get money online. Say stuff that you know will get a reaction out of people. A lot of these people, gang, they do not believe what they're saying. Like, they might say race stuff, but they're not even racist. They just say it because they know it's going to get them views. They know it's going to get people angry. Especially at certain times and topics, they're going to say something offensive because they know it's going to get them that views, you know, whatever. So, if you want to use that advantage, bro, emotions. Now, if you want to talk about how you can use another emotion, and if you don't want to fall down the rage bait type, make people feel better about themselves. And rage baiting does fall into this because people feel better and more righteous when they call out somebody being, you know, bigotry or whatever. But make someone supporting you make them feel better about themselves. Think about Dawn soap, the whole campaign to clean the ducks. Oh my gosh, we gotta buy this soap because they're cleaning the ducks. They had this, you know, it evoked that sadness out of you. Whole time, bro. And I'm not saying they didn't. They could have not have cleaned them ducks at all. Them could have been, you know, CGI ducks or whatever. Stanley cups. Oh, we want to buy these because they're so good for the environment. So now we're going to spend so much money on this cup, whatever, even though you get a cheaper one. But invoke that emotion. Make people feel like, oh, since I'm buying this, supporting you, or doing whatever, I'm helping the environment. I'm becoming a better person. See? Doesn't matter what type of emotion you evoke out of them, you do have a type of control over them. I just feel like anger is like the most control because you're acting fully out of your character. And the second is, to avoid this, bro, ignore it, bro. People who thrive off rage bait and people who thrive off rage, they hate when you just can ignore them and not care about what they're saying. I mean, if you look at a lot of people, the moments they get owned or whatever is usually a person they don't really care about them. They don't acknowledge their fans. They don't acknowledge their takes. They don't do any of that. Ignore them. If someone in your real life is rage baiting or whatever, you know how to get them to stop. Ignore them. My brother Lily Masters, I used to rage bait him all the time. He just eventually learned if you just really just don't give a shit and feed into it, I'm gonna get bored. And naturally, like, you're just gonna get bored. You're gonna be like, damn, well, they're not really falling for it. Now you look dumb because you're just saying all this stuff and no one cares. Look at the moments these people fall off. They're saying all these things and people eventually just don't care. You're just gonna say crazy stuff because whatever. Eventually, people are not gonna fall for that. So to wrap the whole video up, I'm trying to wrap up my endings more nicely because sometimes I feel like I end them out of nowhere. The reason why rage baiters are successful, they make money, and whatever I titled this video, is because they have control over you. And they have control over masses of people. It's because people want to feel more righteous. They want to feel, oh, I'm better than that. I need to, comment on this and say, oh, you're just a bad person because you're saying this, whatever. They have understood that fundamental. When you can evoke emotions out of people, strong emotions out of people, you have control over them. Do not let people have control over you. I love y'all. Peace.